everyone. How are you this morning? I hope that you are well. Let me see if everybody's here. So I can say good morning to everybody as they sign in. Here we are. Yay. So I'm going to clean my mat before we get started as you guys tune in. So I've had several people, one, say, come on, teach yoga in your jammies. And I said, all right, I'll think about it. So today's the day. I'm going to teach in my jammies. I've also had people request neck yoga for when your neck gets all crampy and messed up from sleeping or stress from being in your home office. And the other reason why I'm taking all this time to clean my mat too is I've had a lot of requests about my spray for my mats. Good morning, Barbara. Barbara, you're the one that requested the spray for the mat. What I typically use though is I typically use Young Living Cleaner, and it comes in a concentrate already, and then I can just proportion it out and put water in it. Now it's essential oils, but it's already pre-mixed and everything, so I only have to add water. But before that, what would I do, and what can you do with the stuff you have on hand at home? So some things you can do at home is if you have any toner, like witch hazel from your washing your face, you can use witch hazel and some drops of lavender or drops of tea tree if you have it, or just the witch hazel. Vinegar is always my favorite. I clean in my house with vinegar, as well as the Young Living cleaner. And I'm sure there's other essential oils. I mean, I love essential oils, but I'm not that person like this is the only kind to use. Use whatever you like. But I like vinegar, but vinegar can get pretty stinky. So I like to take my used orange peels and stick them in a mason jar and then fill that jar up with vinegar. And it kind of takes on a little bit of that lemon peel kind of smell. And so the vinegar is not so strong, and you can use that again with drops of tea tree. Tea tree is really good. Lavender, cinnamon, lemon, orange, all of those, they have been proven to be antimicrobial, antiviral, and it's just going to help too, because that little bit of oil is not going to break down your mat. Look at everybody. Go Mimi. Go Mimi. I love that you guys are here already. Good morning, George. Good morning, Susan. Yes. Neck yoga. Oh, the recipe. So with all of that, I would say about a cup or a half a cup with the witch hazel, maybe the half a cup. But a cup, so let's say you have one of these, I would use like a cup of water, or no, I mean a cup of vinegar, a cup of witch hazel, and then maybe 10 drops of whatever essential oils you want to use, and then fill the rest of this up with water. So this right here says 10 fluid ounces, but I would do 8 and then fill it up. And that's with the stuff I have at home, because right now we're stuck at home. What can you use that you already have? And that really does help get rid of smells. I mean, I've been using this one mat, I think since 2005. And it's just barely starting to get a hole down there at the end, and that's because Parker scratched it, not because of use. It was already warm. I helped it push, but yeah, that's when I used to clean my mats. I clean my floors with it. I clean everything with it. So the vinegar solution, though, have the window open, because unless you want to smell like a salad, which is great. Good morning, Erica. I think I already said good morning to Susan. Alicia, yay! And I have my pajamas. These are little penguins. Just want to let you know, in my jammies. Debbie, Julie, good morning. Valerie, Erica. Yay! I am so glad you're going to join me later. So when you join me later, because I know you're at work, when you join me later, I will have said hello and that I love you. Petra, you, sweet thing, are the muse for today's class because your neck is always giving you some grief and you've had some neck pain. And I've got some things down. I hope that this works for us today. We'll see. So I'm finishing that last little bit. See if everybody's getting signed on. It's 9:02. So for those of you who are practicing at home, I hope that you have a strap. You may not. But a strap or a belt. I say belt. If you had a really long robe belt. So a belt that you would use to tie a robe. Because that's going to be longer, but it's going to be softer. That would be helpful because we are working on the neck and we do a pose called Toy Soldier where we put it across our back and over the shoulders so it pulls the shoulders down so that when you pull the neck forward, it stretches all these trapezius muscles here. And that's kind of what we're looking for. And you go, oh, wow, thanks for checking in with me. A lot of you, I really appreciate your checking in. It makes me happy. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Volley. You make me happy. Yes, the dog leash would work, Alicia. It definitely would work. It needs to be really long, though. The longest one you have. I think this one is the 10-foot one, and I know that not everybody has that. I'll just show you just how long that is. This is doubled. So you see, it might be the 8-footers. I don't remember. But it has to be, most of the times, at least that long. Because we wrap it around ourselves so much. And a lot of times when you buy a kit that comes with a block and a strap and like a blanket or something. That strap that you typically get is only like 6 feet long. And that's a bit of, I mean, to grab your foot like this, that would be helpful. But any type of wrap work that you want to use with it, it's too short. And for those of you who maybe you're on a budget and you want to get a strap, I mean, I can buy them in bulk and get them for about $5. I mean, there'll be a little shipping, so it ends up being like $7. And if you guys are interested, just let me know when we get back in class. I can get them for you. But they sell this stuff at the fabric store. I mean, I think Joann's is still open. You can do curbside right now. But this webbing material here, a lot of people will use it for straps for like duffel bags or something. It's pretty inexpensive to buy it that way too. So you would just buy 10 feet of it. Or 9 feet if you want to, because that way you get 3 yards. And if you had a coupon, you could probably get it cheap that way too. If you're on a budget and you want to get some, and you maybe don't use it often. All right, let's get started. I'm so happy to see all these faces. All right. I've got all of these beautiful poses that I would like to do, and I just continue to get inspiration here. So I try to write them down before I forget. All right, let's get centered, get ready. I hope everybody's doing good. Got my coffee and my jammies as promised. No makeup, no... I can tell you from a distance, I didn't brush my teeth either, but you guys wouldn't know. But I did plan a class. So let's do it. Chin comes to the chest, feeling the back of the neck stretch. this is already our first stretch. By the chin being forward, we can feel the back of that neck really stretch all the way up into the scalp. Now we're going to let the head come up, right of your right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. Back to the center. Take a pause. Set the intention for your practice. Lifting that pelvic floor, pulling the navel in. Push those shoulders back some. Nice full breath here. Now from here, we're just remembering what it feels like to have a straight spine. And we worked through the spine a couple of days ago in our practice. But that spine, we typically think ends like right at the shoulders. But the spine continues, that's what the neck is. Neck's still part of the spine. All the way up into the base of the neck. Or the base of the head. So we're trying to extend and really lift the head like a turtle poking their head out of a shell. Creating awareness. So I want you to pull the chin down again, but then pull it back. Like you're trying to pull the chin back to sit on top of the collarbones. We're going to release that chin, sitting forward some. We're going to open the eyes, lace the fingers together, pressing out. We're going to continue to work through our practice and add in those neck stretches. And turn to the right, tall spine. And what I love about our practice is like yesterday when we were trying to find our focus. We were doing poses that we'd already done before, but because we changed the focus of them, we felt them differently. Just because we changed the area of attention and intention. That left shoulder comes down, right hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back up. Back to the center. Hands come out and up. And turn to the left, tall spine. And rotate that shoulder down, hand comes up. 1, 2, 3. Try to look up towards that top hand. That turning of the neck really helps here. 3, 4, 5. Contract the come up. Back to the center. And forward. So we're reaching out. And then slowly coming back up. Wonderful feeling. I love my yoga practice. I can't believe, guys, today's 30 days. How'd that happen? 30 days went like that. So thank you for being here with me, everybody. Right arm down, left arm reaches. Nice big stretch, opening through the side body. Big, big, long stretch here. 3, 4, 5. Hand comes up. Bend at the elbow and twist it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind and lengthen. We're going to come back up. Left arm comes down. Right arm reaches. Nice big stretch. Good morning, Cindy and Jean. Jean, the dancing machine. And Michelle's here. Nice. 3, 4, 5. Right hand comes up. Bend at the elbow, twist it through. Nice big stretch. Oh, feels good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind, lengthen, and up. We'll rotate the shoulders back. Forward folding. Lifting up those hands. Stretching through the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come down as we come up. Backs of the hands come together. Roll those shoulders. Nice big stretch. And release. So we want to turn the neck now. So we're going to turn the head and look to the right. So we have these scalene muscles back here, these that lift up here. And then we have the erector muscles here. And those things contract so that we can rotate the neck. We're just trying to say good morning to them. And switch to the other side. Nice big stretch. And back to the center. Nicely done. We're going to let the head come forward. Feel the back of the neck stretch. And then back up. So what we're going to do here, and I want you to know your body and know what you can do. We're going to apply pressure to the neck. And for some people that's great, and some people it's not. So let me show you what I'm doing before you try to do it. My right ear is coming down towards my right shoulder. I'm going to let my right hand sit. I'm not my whole arm, but my right arm. At no point am I pulling on my head. I just gently put my hand on my head. Very similar to if somebody told you a story and you wanted to go, oh, I'm sorry. You know, you put your hand on their hand. That amount of pressure is what you're putting on the head. Okay? See if you can try this. Right ear, right shoulder, and if it's uncomfortable, don't do it. I'm sitting the weight of my hand. And as soon as you just hand, you can see it's not the whole arm. I'm not yanking. You feel this nice subtle stretch here. Down the side of the neck. Into the trapezius. Find your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the hand first. Let the chin roll forward. Then lift it up. Let's try the other side. So the left ear comes to the left shoulder. And just this already instigates this movement here in the neck and in the trapezius. And a lot of times it's not your neck, it's the shoulder that's really causing the problem. So we're going to take the hand and with the just kindest of intentions, put that weight on the head. It's also changing the structure of the shoulder, and that's the other reason why it makes a difference. Feel that subtlety right down here as it travels down into the neck, into the shoulder. Where's your breath? And gently release. Chin comes forward, then lifts up. Nice, good job. So maybe do some shoulder rolls here, do some shrugs. And now the hard part, rolling them forward, right? I always feel like when we do this in belly dancing class that it's like John Wayne, right? Hello, little lady. And the shoulders come forward. All right, we're all stretched out. Let's put the bottoms of the feet together. We're going to continue with the stretching in the shoulders so that we can access the neck. We're going to lift the knees, cross the arms, roll the back body. Good morning, Jesse. Good morning, David. Really big stretch here. It's jammy yoga, Jesse. Like your favorite. That's what you do every morning. Nice big stretch. Really pull. We're going to bring those knees up, change the cross, and pull. Nice big stretch. 3, 4, 5. And bring those knees in. Checking in. Always checking in. Grab right foot, extend it up. So we just change it up, go back into doing our normal routine, but then just add those extra aspects of neck and shoulders. 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that foot come down. We're going to grab that left one. Woo, woo, woo. Send it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Foot comes down. Now from here we're going to drop those knees over to the left. So we're nice and tall. We're feeling that right hip sink down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to switch it to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees up, extend the legs out, and lengthen forward. Lift the pelvic floor, hollow out the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly. We come back up. So we're going to bring that right leg over. And we're going to lean forward, waking up this hamstring, checking in with your body. I still continue to get all these amazing pictures from everybody at home with their pets, with their kids, or not, just being at home and practicing. That really, really makes me feel good. It makes me know that I have a purpose and that you guys enjoy what I do, and it just really fills my heart. So thank you guys. 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come up. Foot comes next to the knee. And we're going to rotate to the right. Tall spine here. Now, in this spine, and with every twist, you typically twist the neck too. And we just do the twist and we typically aren't thinking about it. So today, I really want your intention into be, you have this twist, it's kind of automatic for you now. Put your awareness into your neck. So we're going to slowly start to look over the right shoulder. Nice stretch here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back and grab that foot and rock it out. Nice work for the hip. Stretching it out. So I tried some different things on my phone today because the phone is what keeps throwing me off. And I'm using the phone to film instead of a camera because I want to be able to do it live. Leaning forward here. So there's a setting where you don't get Wi-Fi, which I had already done. And a do not disturb. But evidently there's a setting there that you have to change it to always, not just when the phone is locked. So hopefully we won't get any texts, emails, or calls to throw us off today. Good morning, Frank. Push that right hip back. Really big stretch. 3, 4, 5. Nicely done. As we come up, right hand comes down, press and lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Sit the booty down. Take the foot. Place it in the thigh. Nicely done. Come back up. So maybe you're here today. Maybe you're like, no, I'm good. I have my jammies on. I can stretch. Then stretch. Mimi, this was a good pose that you showed me yesterday. Good picture. Good morning, Jackie. Nice tall spine, stretching outside body. 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release and then extend those legs and bounce them. We're going to take that left leg, bring it across, leaning forward. Nice big stretch here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly, we come back up. Left foot comes next to the knee. So we're going to do the twist again. Now remember, when we twist, we're trying to lengthen the spine up. Spine goes all the way to neck. Really turn the shoulders. Then allow the chin to look behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back to the center and release. We're going to grab that foot and rock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now from there, we're going to take that foot, place it on the inside of the thigh. Leaning forward. Nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to slowly come back up. Left hand comes behind. Hi, Katie Bug. Thanks for joining in. And stretch and lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the booty comes right back down. Left foot comes in to the thigh. And bring the right knee up. We're going to let that left knee come down. Maybe you're here today. Nice work. 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release it out. Nice little bounce. So we're going to do a pose called cow face pose. And we did that the other day when we were working on our shoulders. So I'm going to put my right arm on, right leg under, left leg over. Now, because we've got this stacked this way, if your hips are tight, you can extend the bottom leg. The left leg is up, so the left arm is going up. Like you're going to pat yourself on the back. And you're going to take that right hand, you're going to reach behind, you're going to try to grab those fingers and pull. And if you can't make contact, no problem. It's just getting these arms behind the back. We're going to lean forward. Nice big stretch. So we've done this before. And this is prepping for the pose we're going to do after it that we haven't done before. I did some research on some neck stretches that I really liked. And gently release. Now this arm that went behind you is the one that's going to be crabby from that pose. So just give it maybe a little movement, shake it out some. And then we're going to switch legs. Nice. All right, so we switch legs. So we're going to put the right arm over because the right knee's on top. Left arm is coming over. Nice work. Nice big stretch and breathe. Good morning, Mom. Nice big stretch. Now we're going to lean forward. Now that arm that's behind you is going to be so cranky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back up. Release that arm. We're going to take this arm out. Little blood flow coming back here, right? So we just move it around. Do what you have to do to kind of make that feel better. Nice. So we're going to come into a comfortable seated position. So I'm going to show you this pose from the back, and then we'll do it together. So this is a new pose for you guys to go in your yoga toolbox to help you with your neck. So we're going to take the left arm, and again, I'm going to show you first, and then we'll do it together. So the left arm will come behind, okay? I'm going to grab that wrist, and I'm going to pull the arm across. But at the same time that I'm pulling, I'm going to bring my ear over. So I'm going to bring my right ear towards my right shoulder the same time that I'm pulling this hand, okay? Very effective. Let's see if we can do that together. Now, however you're sitting, as long as you can sit comfortably, if that means you have to do your legs like this for you to be comfortable, that's fine. So we're going to take that left hand behind. Right hand grabs the wrist of left hand. And we're going to pull down. So you're pulling down at an angle this way. Okay? Now, after you pull down this way, we're going to let that right ear drift over towards right shoulder. See? Told you. Very effective. Try to breathe. We're still lifting pelvic floor and pulling navel in, which is going to stabilize your posture while you're in this pose. Nice full breath. 4, 5. Let the chin roll forward first and then up. Those muscles are a little stronger than the ones on the side. So we're going to release that out. You immediately got hot. You're like, oh my goodness. And we're going to try the other side. So right hand comes behind. Left hand grabs that right wrist. So you're pulling down at an angle towards the mat. So as you pull down, then you're going to allow that left ear to drop over towards left shoulder. Opening through the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let the chin come forward and then lift the head up. Release the arm. Oh my heavens, that is just a lovely pose. I love that. Let's put the backs of the hands together. Roll back body, checking in. And gently release. So from here, we're going to turn and we're going to extend those legs forward. Well, I am turning. You may have already been this orientation on your mat. We're going to do a pose that's called staff pose. Now, staff pose is meant to lengthen the spine out for you from the shoulder down to the pelvis. Depending on your arm length, this can be a little difficult. You're not trying to get space under your booty, but you are trying to extend the spine. And what's so nice about this is you tuck the chin into the hollow of the throat when you do this. So we're going to put those hands beside the hips. We're going to press and lengthen. We get really tall. And we're going to pull that chin in towards the chest. So we can really stretch the back of the neck. We can lengthen through the spine. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release. Let the head come up. Let's stretch the back of the wrist there. Now, from here, we're going to bend those knees and slowly come down to the elbows. We're not going all the way down. I like to put my fingertips under my glutes, and that way I know my arms aren't going anywhere. So you kind of think about, you've gone to the beach, the kids are out in the swimming raft, you're under the umbrella, and you're just checking on them, right? That's the kind of space that you're in. You're going to let that the muscles made from being in this position to hold your head so you can look back. Now, we don't do this stretch with our neck often. so the muscles are weaker. So we're choosing to do it today where the shoulders are going to hold the weight of the neck so we don't have any worries here. We don't overstretch the neck. 3, 4, 5. We're going to pull the chin in enough, slide the fingertips out, roll the rest of the way to the floor. Windshield wiper those legs. And let's just check in with the back. We're going to pull that right foot into the knee and pull that knee in. Lower back sinks down to the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release and switch. Grab that right knee, pull it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release. Windshield wiper those legs again. So happy that you joined me today. We're going to pull those knees in, arms come out. We're going to drop those knees over to the left. Nice twist. Now, here's another opportunity in a twist to work the neck. Even more so is that the floor is going to support the weight. So you can get the stretch without the muscular manipulation that you need to turn the neck. So we just want to try to turn that right ear down towards the floor and we feel that stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the knees up. And now we're going to switch. We're going to turn the head to the left. We're going to drop those knees to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull those knees back in. Grab the bottoms of those feet. Nice work here. Happy baby. Feel that lower back really release. Feels so good. 3, 4, 5. We're going to release those feet. Put those feet down on the floor. Hands beside the body. Press through those feet to lift up. Nice contraction through the butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly rolling back down. Pull those knees in. Cross at the ankles. We're going to roll over. Come to hands and knees. So we're going to be working on a pose that's called thread the needle. And with thread the needle, we just kind of have to be mindful of how we put the head down. So we're going to let that left arm come up. We're going to take that left hand and thread it through. Now, when I put my left shoulder on the floor, so I move my arm so you can see, I'm not letting my head hover. I'm letting my head lay down. But today, instead of leaving our arm here, we're going to see if maybe we can extend it forward. Here's that stretch, right? So see if you can find this pose, and if you need to modify it or if you want to skip it, that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly release. We're going to push the booty back towards the feet. Come up. Let's see if we can do that other side. So that right arm's going to come up. We're going to thread it through. Now, as we put the shoulder down, we put that ear down, and then we're going to see if maybe we can lengthen the other arm out above the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release, shifting up. Well done. And back into child's pose to really stretch it out. Nice long arms here. Gives you a chance to broaden through the back. We feel those knees and feet stretch. Nice work. From here, we're going to come into table, from table into a down dog, bending and stretching. Bend and stretch. Lengthening through the spine, filling in lower back. Feel those calves. Say good morning. 3, 4, 5. We're going to put the knees down. And then we're going to come down to knees, chest, and chin. And we're going to work from cobra. So we're going to come into cobra. Now, we're going to use Sphinx arms instead of cobra because I want you to be really supported. So remember in fish pose, when we were on our booties, we had our forearms and we laid our head back, right? So that we could open our throat. Cobra is typically this way, and you see that my shoulders come from by my ears back, right? So my hands would normally be here, and then if you're really coming up, it would be here. But we're going to work on our Sphinx today, because when we do Sphinx, good morning, Christy, we have a tendency to shrug at the shoulder when we're doing Sphinx, and we want to be able to support the head. So we're in the Sphinx, and instead of coming way up out of it, like we normally do, only half that, and look up. So we can open through the throat, but we have control of the neck. A lot of times when we do this posture, or have your head in this space, you're so far back that gravity pulls the head, and it makes it feel like you don't have enough control, and that you can't lift your head back up. So here, because of the angle that we're in, it makes it a little easier to open through the throat and get that stretch. 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that neck release all the way to the chin. Chin to the chest. Feel the back, so that's that reverse posture from the work. 3, 4, 5. We're going to slowly roll down. Good job. And come to table, and from table to down dog. Bending and stretching. Nice work. Lengthen through the spine, filling in lower back. Now, from here we're going to put the knees down, and we're going to work on rabbit, our hare pose. Now, I like to do it with my arms up. So I'm going to show you 2 different versions. This is the version I like. It can be a little intense if your shoulders aren't in a good place. So I like this one, where I have just a little bit of weight on my head. Now I can take a lot of weight on my head. I can do a headstand without support with the neck. But that's because I've practiced a long time. So I want you to have the ability to feel this pose without having a lot of pressure in your neck. So you can keep your hands on the floor. So how would this work? You're in your type of child's pose. You're going to tuck your chin into your chest, and you're just going to sit the top of your head down. That's it. I have most of my weight back here in my butt. Well, that's a whole other story. But yes, the weight is back this way, and you have your hands down here to help. And you're just putting the top of the head down. You're stimulating that 7th chakra. You're getting some awareness and feeling in the scalp. You're bringing the chin forward. Just a little bit of pressure. And then you slowly lengthen back. Nicely done. You let the head lift. We reach out. We come back to table. And from table right into down dog. Bend and stretch. Now, from here, we're going to make our way to standing. I know you thought, are we ever going to stand up? Bend those knees. We're going to step forward. 1, 2. Fingertips flat back. I'm all nice and happy with you guys. We've done such a good job. All these little notes for you. And inhale. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. And walk it out. So now we're going to use the strap. Again, guys at home, if you don't have a strap, that's fine. The house coat robe would work, or like Alicia's going to use one of her dog leashes, which is good because they're kind of flat and they can be really long. But just kind of do a modification that you think that you could do at home until you can get one of these. I have a requested video about props, how to use them. I think I'll call it Propapalooza. And basically it's going to be a workshop, not as much poses. Just show you how to use all the props that you have. You may have gotten a kit that had a prop that looks quite dubious. And you're like, I don't know how I'm supposed to use that. We'll go through all that. Also, I've had requests for Yoga Nidra on Sunday. If that's something you guys would like to do this Sunday, just leave me some comments. All right, so I gave everybody a chance to get up and get their strap. Divide it in the middle, divide it in half. And that's the only reason we're dividing in half is to find that centering place, because we're gonna wrap and we want the equal amounts on both sides. So you take the middle and place it across the back. Then you turn forward. My grandmother used to say across with the T, like she was going across the street. So every time I say the word across without the T, I hear the T in my head because she would say it. I loved her to death. And we bring those straps across the shoulders like this. So you see from the front, it looks like I have a backpack on. There should be no cross in the front, just over the shoulders. Now, this is what it looks like in the back, okay? We're gonna cross them in the back. And a lot of times when we come into this pose, people get discombobulated and they put the cross in the front. This is not a Jane Russell cross your heart bra. It goes on the back. All right, here we are. We're going to pull down, and you see immediately that it starts to pull down on the trapezius, and that's what we're looking for. But out of habit, we start to sway like this because our shoulders are tight, so we let the lumbar say, oh, I got you. No, we want to have bent knees, tuck the pelvis, flatten the back, work the shoulders, okay? Then the second thing we have a tendency to do is this. We don't want to pull the strap out to the side, because when you do, it puts pressure here, and that's where the artery is that feeds your arm. We don't want to cut that off. So by pulling down, we pull through the tops of the shoulders, massaging and pulling down the trapezius, and that's what we're looking for. So we're going to pull that down. We have our bench and our tuck and our lift with our chest. Now, let the chin come to the chest. Feel how much different that feels when those trapezius are being pulled down while the chin comes forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Head comes up. Right ear, right shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Head comes up. Left ear comes down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Head comes up. Nicely done. Right hand slides down the side of the body. Head turns up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract. Let the left hand comes down. Turn, look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract to come up. One last time. Chin comes forward. Feel the back of the neck stretch. Feels so good. And gently release. We're going to shake those fingers out. A lot of times the fingers bother you from grabbing the strap so tightly. And then we're going to take that strap off, but we're not going to put it down. We're going to shrug those shoulders and divide this in half again. We're just dividing it in half to kind of get rid of all that length. We're going to allow this to come over and back. It's just a stretch. It's just a centering after that work. Nothing fast, slow and deliberate. Maybe have those arms really wide so there's not too much work. Last time, we're going to come over, touch the booty, come over, touch the thighs, and put the strap down. We're going to come back to the front of the mat. Lifting and lowering those toes, checking in. All right, so we have 2 more poses that we're going to do where the neck is involved. So we're going to do Warrior 2, because when you're in Warrior 2, your torso is facing forward, but you turn your neck to the side, right? And then we're going to also work in Triangle, where you have to, again, turn your neck to the side. It's that same tipping posture, right? But we want to be able to lengthen out the neck, so we're going to slide in a reverse warrior so that we're able to look in all the directions that we need to. So, lots of fun little playing with postures today. We're going to inhale up, and we're putting them all together because I know that we're at the end of our practice, so it's kind of like a little mashup here. Forward folding. We come down. Fingertips flat back, lengthening through the spine. Forward fold, bend the knees, send the right foot back, grounding the right foot. We're going to come up into Warrior 1 first. So we come up into the Warrior 1. Now, you can have your arms open or closed. In Warrior 1, in many traditions, the head looks up. I am putting this posture in here in case you would like to put the head up. I typically do it here with the arms together. I feel like the muscles help support the neck that way. You do not have to do this. You can continue to look forward if you choose. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to allow those hands to open. My head comes up. I'm going to rotate my torso, but not the knee. It stays in place to come into Warrior 2. Now my head has to look at my left fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse warrior. My right hand comes down, my left hand comes up. It again is a look up, but again it's a triangle. You're kind of looking to the side to look up towards that top hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come back through Warrior 2 as we straighten the front leg and tip. So the left hand comes to the shin. The right hand is up. Maybe you can slide down, hips forward, shoulders back. You're looking up at your right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top hand comes down as you bend the knee. Come to the ball of the foot. Good morning, Vanessa and Michelle. Come into plank. Knees, chest and chin. Belly settles down. Maybe a little rock here. Coffee. Lift that chest up. Again, lifting the chest, opening through the neck. We have opportunities all throughout our practice to work the neck. Let the chin come down, let the chest come down. Press to table, from table to down dog. Right leg comes forward, grounding that back foot, and come up into Warrior 1. Now remember, this is that opportunity to open through the throat. So we can just look up if you choose, or we can put those hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to release those hands, let the head come forward. We're going to rotate into Warrior 2, mindful that the knee doesn't come along for the ride. Nice full work here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand down, right hand up. Looking up at that top hand, working through your neck. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let it come down as we straighten that front leg. Lengthen, tip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top hand comes down. Bend the knee. Come to the ball of that left foot as we step forward. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come back down. And release. Good job. All right, so we finished the neck class. So we're going to make our way down to the floor and rest a little bit. So we're going to extend those legs out or move them out so they're almost mat distance apart. We're going to come forward, bend those knees, and come into a squat. Good morning, Amber. We feel that lower back really stretch. Lengthening through that lower back. Feel the sacrum stretch. A nice balancing posture. We feel the work in our feet. Maybe you can lift and lower those toes. We're going to extend those arms out and sit the booty down. Grab those knees. Hug them in. We're trying to bring the face down towards the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to grab those knees and roll back. Arms come out to the side. Drop the knees over to the left. You can turn your head to the right if you choose. Maybe your neck is tired, so you don't want to do that anymore. That's okay. Find your breath. We're going to bring those knees up and then over to the other side. Back to the center. Bottoms of the feet come flat. Hands come beside the body. And push through the feet to lift up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly lower the hips down. Windshield wiper those legs. We're going to extend those legs out. And relax down to the floor. We feel that back body sinking down. We release the feet, the ankles, the shin and calf. We move through the knees and into the thighs. We soften the glutes and pelvic belly. We release the lower back and navel, mid-back and solar plexus, shoulder blades and heart. We lift the collarbones and lengthen the neck. We soften the face. Nice full breath here.
We feel that inhale travel up the back body, the exhale come down the front body. Aligning the muscles, body scanning to see if there's any other place that might need a little stretch or a little intention or attention. If you're at home and you want to continue to lay here, you can do that, but maybe you want to start to sit up, so you're going to move those fingers and toes. Then you're going to stretch and yawn. Whew. Nice big stretch. You bend those knees, maybe one knee at a time, and just let them be bent. Maybe you windshield wiper. Maybe you bring those knees into the chest, feeling the back. And then slowly over to the right. And then back up. Yay, us. We come to that comfortable seated position. Good morning, Tessa. Julie, I am so glad that your neck is feeling better. Once we make it back up to that seated position, we just kind of touch base with those sits bones. And we let that right ear drop to the right shoulder. And we're just checking in, because this is the first posture we did when we started. How does it feel now? Left ear, left shoulder. Back to the center. Hands come to the heart. We remind ourselves of all the amazing things we have in our life to be thankful for. We send out love and kindness and compassion to those who need it. I'm going to end the practice with an Om if you're comfortable. Inhaling. Bowing forward and respect. Namaste. Peace be with you. Go safely. Thank you for practicing with me. I really appreciate it. I love being here with you every morning at 9. Please like the video if you liked it. Leave comments. Maybe share it with a friend or family. I do have a YouTube channel. If you haven't gone over there to subscribe, that really helps me out. And by commenting, it helps other people find my videos. Love you bunches. See you tomorrow.